Hello, my name is Willow. I thought I'd do this outside. It just feels better this way. So I was born Jennifer Claire Harlan in 1977, and my God, my life has been really crazy. So where do I even start? So I need to make this under 5 minutes. So the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm speaking out to end my shame and fear from being abused and exploited and taken advantage of all my life. And I genuinely felt it was all my fault, the way people treated me. As I grew and came to understand that it wasn't about me, it was about them, I still had so much internal work to do, so much to unpick and unravel, to realise, to be able to fully kind of embody that and really, really understand that and feel that and be able to get out of that cycle of abuse. So I didn't know it was autistic. I was diagnosed at 38. My family started off wonderful, but became very abusive and dysfunctional. It was my version of normal. I was really mentally ill. And when I went to college, I went completely out of control. Took a lot of drugs, drunk all the time. I didn't realise I was self-medicating. I was terrified and I couldn't cope. And didn't even know it. And then something really terrible happened to me that changed the course of my life forever. I was working in a restaurant as a waitress. I was the only woman there. And looking back, I can see all those signs that were leading to something bad that was going to happen, but I had no clue then. I take people at face value. I was naive, I was desperate for approval and friends. I couldn't read people. I didn't understand people's intentions, and I just thought everyone was like me. True to themselves, as in they were kind and loving people like me. I didn't realise other people were different. And also I didn't know I was autistic. I didn't understand anything about people, and I was desperate for people's approval. And as I grew, I began to realise that my family was actually dysfunctional and abusive. And what I've come to realise now is my dad has got very high narcissistic traits, and emotionally immature family that didn't teach me anything. They thought they had, but they didn't. And there's no bitterness there, but that's the truth. I was drugged and gang raped, and it just changed my life forever. I was already feeling very unwell and confused about life. I was already out of control, and I was in a state of fear for all of my life. And I only really understood last year that actually it happened more than once, because I have all these memories about going to London, and I realised it was like a trauma amnesia or something like that, and I realised that it happened more than once. And I guess I couldn't have coped with it before then, but I couldn't cope with it so good, but I coped with it better last year than I would have coped with it before, if you see what I mean. And my self-worth was on the floor. My family was so dysfunctional. I had no self-awareness or understanding. And what came to happen was that I got trapped in abusive relationships. And as I grew, my parents began my dad began to blame me for how he treated me. He was enabling my young sister, to be abusive. And my mum is abused. And when I tried to talk to her about that years later, they turned against me, saying that I was talking rubbish and all this kind of thing. So I'm doing this for my mum too, who doesn't even know how she's been treated. She loves my dad, but he's not that nice. He's abusive to all my family, and I became scapegoated. And throughout my life, I've been exploited in these narcissistic relationships. I didn't even know what it was, and I was told it was me. It was my fault. Everything was my fault. And I've been working so hard, and I still couldn't get out of it. I started to understand things and learn things, but I still didn't have my self-worth where it needed to be. I was still looking outside instead of looking inside. And I finally got to the place where I finally broke it. I finally broke the pattern of abuse, and I'm so proud of myself. And I've written a book called Mosaic, The Broken Beautiful, that it is possible to to change your whole entire life. And I just want to end my shame and speak about how proud I am of myself, and that, yeah, I'm healthy. I'm in a healthy space, and no longer will anyone do what they did to me, taking all my money and exploiting me and threatening me. I will no longer live in fear. Thank you.